like I am fascinated by Satanism. You know, it seems interesting to me that there are people who are just like, yeah, fuck yeah, Satan.
Yeah,
and
we don't want the winner.
Like
we want the runner-up.
Them.
Like, this is the guy that got kicked out of heaven. He's the second most powerful. And like, their religion has to admit that there's a more powerful being in existence. And they choose like, also, number 2 is okay. Yeah, we're going to choose number 2.
Do you think Satanists are committed to Satanism? Or do you think Satanists, it's like a joke? It's like,
I mean, some of them are like, oh, you believe in this religion, so we're going to just pick the polar opposite and be ridiculous to prove how ridiculous you are. There are people out there who believe in Satan and worship like proper. Like they really do follow that.
Well, I also think that maybe it's kind of like Wiccans, an excuse. I think Wiccans are people who like to get naked in the woods and have sex with other people. But I think that they go like, well, how can we do this and make it seem like it's legit? And they go, well, I'll just call myself a Wiccan. I don't think there's any real Wiccans. I don't think there's anybody really like focusing on the harvest.
Not practicing what Wiccan used to be. Like, I'm pretty sure like Wiccan is an older religion about worshiping the trees and like getting a good harvest by sacrificing children.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think you'd have to be some kind of harvester to be a proper Wiccan. You'd have to actually have some kind of harvest. And if you don't have a harvest, I'd imagine you just want to have sex in the woods with strangers and do, like acid or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think anybody's practicing it the way it was once, like supposed to be done. I'm pretty sure it's just a bunch of hippies now. But it's different than
witchcraft, right? Because everyone likes to pretend like Wiccans is witchcraft, but witchcraft is a much different thing, isn't it?
Yeah, as far as I know, yes. The Wiccans call themselves witches and warlocks and stuff, but they're not like creating potions and spells and
but that's why I think it feels like what people would call, a lot of people won't get this reference, but you'll understand it, amped guard, where you go out and you have
it's LARPing, live action role playing.
Yeah. You have like a golf club and you put foam on it, fun noodle, and you pretend it's a sword, and then I'm an orc, and then you hit somebody in the arm and they go, oh, you cut my arm off, Yeah. I feel like that is how Wiccans level up as far as warlocks. I think that's how witches.
Like, I think witches would be more amp guard. We're gonna go boil some like guts and turpentine and then sling it. No,
I think witchcraft is a real fucking thing, dude. I think there's probably like a
so much more hocus pocus than like Wiccans. Wiccans like are praying to trees and the sun, where witches are like, I'm gonna have good fortune because I boiled some oregano last night and said a prayer. It seems a lot more hocus pocus.
That shit, bro.
It's a lot more hocus pocus.
I don't think that's. I think Wiccans is just like, let's have sex in the woods and like watch the sun come up. Whereas witchcraft seems like you got to be dedicated. You got to find Eye of Newt. I mean, Eye of Newt is not something that's like abundant.
You just run down to your local Petco, you buy a newt, kind of wink and smile, then you pop his eye out, and bam, now you've made a love potion.
Already,